Hello and welcome to the second episode of BPI's Beverage Insights 2021. This series of interviews with key figures in the beverage business will share insights to help gain a greater understanding of where the industry is heading in 2021 and beyond. I'm Bryony Andrews and today I'm speaking with Dilhan Fernando, CEO of Dilmah Ceylon Tea, a global award-winning leader in the premium tea market. Hi Dilhan, how are you?
Bryony, delighted to be here. So glad I'm not in London because I guess it's a lot colder than it is here in Sri Lanka.
Yes, it's not great today, the weather. So firstly, 2020 was obviously not the year anyone expected for a number of reasons, most prominently, obviously, the COVID-19 pandemic. So I wanted to ask you to share your thoughts on the state of global business in 2020 after this challenging year.
I think, whilst it was a terrible crisis and the human cost is inconceivable, Bryony, I think where business is concerned, we consider it an achievement in itself simply to have protected our people and tried to make sure that there were no job losses on account of COVID and simply to exist through that situation. We are significantly dependent on the hospitality sector, and clearly that's suffered terribly. But looking around, I think we enter 2021 with a great deal of gratitude, but also as a business that's formed on family values, also with a decision to make it a kind year and therefore a great deal of generosity, which is what we need to make this the year that we want it to be.
So as we enter 2021, what do you think are the most important trends in the tea category? What will be the challenges?
Well, post-COVID, they are very clear. They have crystallized, I would say, essentially around three trends. The most important of these being a commitment. Actually, probably the two equal. First would be a commitment to natural products, to consume natural herbs and in the beverage industry. Also to make sure that connected with safety, but also to consume whatever is naturally good for you. So where tea is concerned, we are beautifully placed there because tea is a natural product. There are no additives. It's a natural process, and the natural antioxidant goodness in tea enormously benefits that position. But I think, we talked about, I mentioned a third, and I think the third would in parallel be indulgence, because people are more adventurous in their taste. They do want to try new experiences. Some say it's you're wanting to travel through your teacup or your plate or whatever. That's always been the case, taste adventure. And where tea is concerned, we have this beautiful blessing of terroir, where you have tea from different estates or even different parts of a single estate, which have different natural climatic influences, which are therefore different in flavor, aroma, and texture. So I would say that health and wellness critically, but equally a desire for natural products, herbs, teas, tisanes, and so on. But also in parallel, consumers do want indulgence. So we are seeing a lot of premiumization in tea.
Mm-hmm. I wanted to congratulate you on your partnership with Beverage Partners International and on bringing Dilmah, therefore, into the global ready-to-drink tea market. Dilmah has so much to offer for ready-to-drink tea, because obviously you provide single-source tea, as you said, so essentially tea for real tea lovers. What would you say makes Dilmah tea in particular stand out in a marketplace that has so many new and established brands?
I would say it's a values, Bryony, because we are a business that was formed by a man with an incredible passion for tea. My father, founder of Dilmah, Fernando, he started Dilmah with a producer's yearning to offer, to share the pleasure and to offer his produce to tea drinkers around the world. And so that is a fundamentally different proposition to a typical commercial business. And so that same spirit drives my brother and I and our team and our future generations, because our commitment is to quality. And therefore, I think where our collaboration with BPI is concerned, the product that we offer, it's hand-picked on Dilhan estate. It's extracted within a 24-hour period. And where tea is concerned, those are so very important. The authenticity, the taste, of course, the quality, and eventually how the provenance and the representation of taste ultimately, which is what consumers want, and of course the goodness. So all of that together with the purpose, because our business is also formed around an important philosophy of making business a matter of human service. And I think those are critical elements for a consumer. And I think that's the uniqueness that we offer, the authenticity, the provenance, the purpose. But it's built on family values. There's a great deal of sincerity because we don't need to do something because there's commercial pressure. We do something because it's right. And in the case of tea, that's very important. From hand picking to the hand making, it's the right way is not the commercially viable way in every instance. And so it takes a lot of effort. And I think that's the heart of our partnership with BPI.
So on the topic of values, as you said, I know Dilmah is known for its ethical business initiatives and social programs as well that support communities in Sri Lanka. Can you share some details of some current projects with us?
Well, Brianna, there's two expressions of that. Significantly, my family's foundation, which looks after our humanitarian projects, and a minimum 15% of our pre-tax earnings goes into my family's MJF Charitable Foundation, MJF, because Merrill J. Fernando, my father's name. But what we do is we work a lot with children with disability, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome. For example, we've done in response to COVID, we've built teletherapy apps. We've got our centers where they can come in, where their families get ideas of therapy. They can consult doctors that they may not normally have been able to. We've got vocational training, and one particular program that I'm so very proud of is our culinary training. We have two culinary schools called the Empower Culinary and Hospitality School, and these are amazing because we're taking kids who might be from difficult communities, and we are teaching them discipline. Because the art of cooking involves a whole ecosystem where chefs, commitment, discipline, understanding, knowledge, and passion, and these are key ingredients in transforming these young women and men. But and it's humbling to see how a business can use its success and sharing its success to touch the lives of these people. But beyond that, of course, with women who have been affected by the conflict we had until 2009 in Sri Lanka, there's so many different areas, whether it is nutrition, whether it is learning, whether it is promoting reading. We're involved in a couple of hundred of those in the humanitarian area, different projects, but also in the environmental area, what Dilmah Conservation does. Of course, we do the basic stuff, planting trees and so on. But beyond that, what is important is also researching and adapting to climate change, helping small farmers, because we need to regenerate and strengthen the rural economy. And lots of small farmers who might employ 5-6 people, they simply can't comprehend this new environment. Why is it raining in December in Sri Lanka? It's never rained for generations. That's not the way they think. But so helping them to adapt, because otherwise you end up decimating a very critical foundation of society. We don't have time probably for me to tell you all the programs, but yes, about 100 different programs which are a lot more fulfilling than commercial success is.
So finally, I think we said, 2020, the goal was just getting through, but now 2021, we've got a vaccine, things are looking a bit more positive. What do you hope to achieve for Dilmah this year?
I think my answer is going to be quite boring, but my father built our business on the principles of integrity and quality. And for us, consumers chose Dilmah in '88 because they liked the taste, they liked our ethics, they liked our philosophy and our values. And that's what we want to continue to do. We want, and it is harder to do it now than ever before, because not compromising on the purity of origin, not compromising on the provenance or the freshness and so on, today needs a continued investment. For example, new end-of-line automation to make sure your product safety is there, lab facilities to make sure that the integrity of your product is there, and of course, it means going out into the community and doing things like, okay, planting trees we talked about, but beyond that, training chefs and so on, so that you end up not as a parasite on your community, but actually being a part of the community and giving back in a sincere way. I know CSR and all of this, it's very nice, nice words and nice pictures, but doing it sincerely and without compromise is what we want to do in 2021. And we just want to continue to deliver great taste, natural goodness, and ethical purpose. I think that would be our ambition.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for talking to me. It was lovely to talk to you today.
Thank you, Brioni. It's been my pleasure.
And thank you to everyone for watching. To find out more about BPI and Dilmah and to receive the latest beverage insights straight to your inbox every month, you can sign up for our newsletter at www.bpi-bev.com. Thank you.
Thank you.